Hello guys, today I would like to make a little review video of the Bluroc Legend 125 because there aren't many reviews of this bike, I mean long-term reviews, and I see that this neo-retro bikes are quite popular nowadays, and probably people would like to know a little bit more about the bikes in general. So I've made like already 4,500 kilometers on this bike, and I will tell you a little bit more about the issues I've encountered. So, first thing I did with the bike is I changed the tires because the stock tires are not good in wet. They are more off-roady, so they're good for gravel roads. But I wasn't riding it on gravel roads, and it was quite sketchy in the wet on the asphalt. So I put the Pilot Street from Michelin's. They're same size as stock tires. They're much better, like much better. They improved the bike a lot, like handling and acceleration and the speed, top speed. Everything is like improved a little bit. So one more improvement was I changed the grips from the standard ones to the brown ones. They're softer. And technically that's it. It's like, as for the improvements, I also got these little bags because there is not much space. I mean, like the luggage space here. So, and as for the rest, I would say that the bike was all right. I serviced it 3 times in dealership. First time I changed the oil and cleaned the filters at 300 kilometers. Very often they say that you shouldn't do this like 300 oil change, but I did it because it's a Chinese motor, and I think that during the run-in it is better to just do that. Like, but mostly I've asked people in forums and my friends who are riding motorcycles. So 300 first service, then 1,000, and then 2,000 and a half, and my next one will be in 500 kilometers and 5,000. So it had no issues with the motor or anything. There was once a glitch here when you go with the clutch lever, when you press on it, and sometimes when shifting, in the beginning it happened like 3 times, I think. The motor was just turning off while riding and then starting again after you press the clutch lever. I think it was just a sensor glitch because I dropped the bike on the parking lot and damaged the clutch lever. So I think it was the because of that. But it never happened after. So it was like 3 times and no more. So another issue is the bike was that if you look closely, you will see here the light bulb is too hot, too bright, I think, and it melts through the plastic of the reflector, and also the light bulb itself went blown on my bike. So I changed the light bulb, and the issue with the reflector, I decided not to change anything because it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't reflect, like it still can see things fine. It's just, I know there is a crack, a little bit of melt, but everything else is quite good. So the bike is, I would say, a little bit underpowered, as you would expect from 1 to 5. The top speed in the manual is 95 kilometers, but I was doing like 100 plus on it, like 110. Also, another issue is that the speedometer, like the shows you the speed that is 7-8 kilometers higher. So it shows you 100, but actual speed will be like 93, 92. Um, what else? There is a bit of vibration on the motorcycle, and the one thing that happened to me, which was very weird, this blinker completely unscrewed this nut, unscrewed, and it fell off. But I was able to put it back, no problem. But I think it was because of vibration. And That's it. Brakes are quite good. There are disc brakes, no drum brakes any at the backs, all discs. Suspension is good. Technically, I love this bike. It's quite light. It has good mileage per liter. I think it's like around 3 liters per 100 kilometers, and uh, it has some vibration on the 5,500, 6,000 revs, but that's technically it. In general, it's a good bike. It has 2 years warranty or 10,000 kilometers. I've already made 5,000 almost, and it was in 4 months. So technically, the warranty is 1 year if you ride actively. Um, Another issue here is like when you look at it, it says here that you shouldn't put E10 gasoline in this motorcycle, and this is quite important because it's um, in case you damage the fuel system, you will not. It will not be a warranty case. So you should put only E5 gasoline. So be careful at the gas station. Um, what else can I tell you about the bike? I normally clean the chain like once in like 400, 500 kilometers, which is recommended. And That's it. Using Matul oil at oil changes. Yeah, in general, very charismatic motorcycle. I love it as people stop to look at it. People ask you a lot of questions about the bike, especially old men. Surprisingly, old men are the most commonly coming up to you and asking like what model it is and where did you buy it and everything like that. But in general, motorcycle is nice. I also painted the muffler here, the exhaust. Painted it black, mostly because it discolorated a little bit. You see here in the hottest part, it gets gray. So from time to time, I just spray it with black thermo paint, and that's it. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to tell you. Um, if you ask me if it's worth buying it, I would say that if you like style, and this is your thing, yes. I bought it just because I liked the looks of the bike, and it's my first motorcycle. I wanted to go with something new. I didn't have any major reliability issues with the bike, so but it's only 5,000 kilometers now. My girlfriend got herself Honda CBF 125, same price new from the dealership. Uh, I would say she had less issues than me with the bike. But The looks, if you like the looks of Honda, because it's not my thing, it's a little bit sportier, and it also has like a thinner wheels. So I went with like a chunkier wheels. Uh, so yeah. If you go for reliability and you need a motorcycle for everyday use and you're planning to ride it actively, so maybe Honda is a good thing to consider. But if you just go for style and cruising, I would definitely recommend this bike. It has loads of character and it's very pleasant in general.